here is the Writer's Almanac for Tuesday, May the 18th, 2021. It's the birthday of Omar Khayyam, born in Nishapur in Iran in the year 1048. He was a scientist and a mathematician, wrote a treatise on algebra, still considered one of the great mathematical works of the Middle Ages. But today we know him for his Rubaiyat. Rubaiyat, which means simply quatrains, 4-line stanzas with a rhyming pattern. The manuscript of Khayyam's quatrains, written in Persian, was discovered by E.B. Cowell at Oxford University, 1859. He stumbled on the manuscript at the Bodleian Library at Oxford, passed it on to one of his students, Edward Fitzgerald, who translated 75 of the quatrains, thought some of them were too sensual or too irreverent, so those he left in Persian. And the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam became very famous in the 19th century with the lines, "A book of verses underneath the bough, a jug of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou." It's the birthday of Tina Fey, the comedy writer, actress, born Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, 1970. High school honors student, member of the drama club, went off to the University of Virginia, studied playwriting, acting, moved to Chicago after graduation, took night classes at Second City, began performing with them, traveled around the country doing 8 shows a week for 2 years, and 3 years later, she was hired as a sketch writer for Saturday Night Live and quickly rose to head writer. When she started appearing on Saturday Night Live, she wanted to wear contact lenses on camera, but somebody told her how great her glasses looked, and so she wore them instead, and they became part of her signature look. Her memoir, Bossypants, went to number 1 on the Times bestseller list. It's the birthday of the philosopher, mathematician Bertrand Russell, Ravenscroft, Monmouthshire, England, 1872. His Principles of Mathematics, published in 1903. His History of Western Philosophy in 1945. It was on this day, 1804, the French Senate proclaimed Napoleon Bonaparte Emperor of France. Beethoven was an admirer of Napoleon until this day in 1804 when he was crowned emperor. And then Beethoven said he'll become a greater tyrant than anyone. And he refused to write the symphony that the French ambassador to Austria had asked Beethoven to write, a symphony that instead became the Symphony No. 3, the Eroica. And it was on this day in 1980, 8:32 in the morning on a Sunday, an earthquake struck Mount St. Helens in Washington, a massive eruption of molten lava. There had been earthquakes for 2 months before. The volcano had been venting steam. Scientists pressured authorities to close Mount St. Helens to the public, which likely saved thousands of lives. Ash from the eruption drifted into 11 states. The heat caused nearby glaciers to melt, which formed large mudslides. Here's a poem for today by Sally Fisher entitled Where I Come From. We didn't say fireflies, but lightning bugs. We didn't say carousel, but merry-go-round. Not seesaw, teeter-totter. Not lollipop, sucker. We didn't say pasta, but spaghetti, macaroni, noodles, the 3 kinds. We didn't get angry, we got mad. And we never felt depressed, dismayed, disappointed, disheartened, discouraged, disillusioned, or anything, even unhappy. Just sad. Where I Come From, a poem by Sally Fisher from her collection Good Question, published by Bright Hill Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.